Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to talk about why the Lakers need to consider signing Andrew Bynum. Recently, Bynum worked out at the Lakers facilities, and even though it wasn't an official workout, he could potentially get a proper workout with the Lakers staff. If he does get a workout with the Lakers and he gets signed, he could be a great addition, especially if he could bring some of what he did with the Lakers in the past. The main concern with Bynum is that the game has changed, and slow big men cannot get nearly as much playing time, especially if they can't guard out in the perimeter. It'll mainly be hard for Bynum to keep up with the Lakers' style of play, as they are one of the fastest teams in the league. While he has been out of the game for 4 years, there have been other players to make a similar return after a long spell out of the league. Just last season, Emeka Okafor made his return to the league after struggling with injury and remaining a free agent for 4 years. Like Bynum, Okafor was considered a big man whose game might have been outdated, but the New Orleans Pelicans were able to find a use for him towards the middle of last season. Okafor ended up staying with the Pelicans for the rest of the year, and just this summer he re-signed with them to play again this season. What's different about Okafor and why Bynum should have a good chance of returning to the league is that Okafor is 35 years old and Bynum is only 30. So even if Bynum can't make a roster this season, there's still a good chance he could in the future. The reason why the Lakers need to consider bringing in Bynum is that they clearly need a center. Their centers right now are very questionable, as JaVale McGee is really the only guy they can rely upon consistently, but that's only really for about 15 minutes a game. The rest of the minutes will have to be filled by Zubac, who had a poor sophomore season, and Mo Wagner, who still needs to prove that he can defend at an NBA level. There's also been talk that LeBron James can play more at the 5 in small ball lineups, but he really shouldn't be an option to play the position on a regular basis. Andrew Bynum is obviously a big question mark because of his absence from really any competitive basketball. But what's different about him is that he's a physical presence inside that can be imposing against other bigs. Zubac is 7'1", but he doesn't have the same level of strength that Bynum has that could really stave off some of the top bigs in the game in the post. Mo Wagner might be able to prove that he has NBA level defensive ability, but he will always have a tough time against really anyone with a size advantage. What helped the Lakers play so well defensively last season was that they had some players with strength down low in both Julius Randle and Brook Lopez. Neither of them were really great defenders, but they were the options the Lakers had to match up with opposing teams. And now that they're both gone, the Lakers will have to fill in their gaps somehow. They need a big man that can match up with the top bigs in the league like Joel Embiid and DeMarcus Cousins to make it difficult for them in the post. They have a lot of players that can play in transition and guard out on the perimeter, but sometimes the game slows down, and that's when you need a big man that can either match up or outmatch his opponent in the paint. When Bynum was in his prime with the Lakers, he could do both of these things, and while he shouldn't be able to outmatch his opponent at this stage in his career, his size should help him at least match up with other bigs. It's still a long shot, but at the very least they should give him a proper workout, and maybe even sign him for training camp just to see if he can keep up with the speed of the game. If he's able to do this, then he could become the center the Lakers are missing, but that all begins with an official workout. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more Lakers content, then make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and if you enjoyed this video, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching.